Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Casino Black Show. I am your host, Casino Black, and today's video and topic coming from Creepy Vids. There's things in life, right, that troubles the mind sometimes, that really gets underneath my skin when I hear certain stories, okay? This particular story I picked out because it is tragic, ruthless, evil, and just downright dirty, okay? And it's about a mom, her son, her boyfriend, husband, everybody, okay? And to think about the people that we love and that cherish us as kids and take care of us as adults. And, you know, there's just certain people out here that just don't have that mothering spirit, if you understand what I'm talking about. They just don't have that parenting skills, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason. And things just happen, okay? This particular video I'm going to show you really irked me the most because it was very sad in how it went down. And then on top of that, how the police reacted to this, okay? I want y'all to see if you can spot the elephant in the room like I did, okay? There's a lot of things that went down with these police officers and how they conducted themselves with this investigation that really irked me so many different ways. And I want to see if you caught it. If you have, comment below. Let me know what you think, okay? We're going to get into this. We're going to talk about this because it needs to be talked about. And before we do that, please like, comment, share, all right, all of that, okay? I need everybody's feedback on this because it's just that deep, okay? Without further ado, let's watch the video. Let's get into this.
It began as what seemed like a routine call in the early hours of May 20th, 2022. Police in Orono, Minnesota were alerted to a suspicious vehicle moving through the area, its rear windshield shattered, sparks flying as it rolled along on a bare rim where a tire should have been. Officers located the silver Chevrolet Impala and initiated a stop, unaware that the encounter they were stepping into would soon expose one of the most disturbing child homicide cases the city had ever seen.
What the?
Whoa.
This looks like a kid.
Alright, let's cover it.
Behind the wheel was 31-year-old Julissa Thaler. From the start, something felt off. She appeared restless, evasive, and unable to give a clear explanation for the condition of her vehicle. She claimed that neighborhood kids had fired paintballs at her car, somehow shattering the glass and even knocking off a tire. But the level of damage didn't match the story. It wasn't minor vandalism. It was destruction.
Well, you don't have a tire.
Oh, I know. I'm going home right now.
You going where?
I'm going home right now to get.
Okay, where's home?
Just down the block. Do you mind if I get on my way? I really can't drive home. This is gonna take.
Right, so that's why you're being stopped right now, because you don't have a tire.
Exactly, and I'm on my way. I literally live 1 block away.
Okay, do you have a driver's license on you today? Okay, so you said kids were shooting BBs at your window? When was that?
Like an hour ago.
So they shot off your tire with a paintball gun.
Yeah.
Okay, so paintballs don't break a tire though.
Well, they must have been doing something because it was really.
Why is your hand all bloody?
Because I was just.
What's that?
I just wanted to know if I could go home.
Let's step out of the road right here.
I just wanted to put a tire on my car because it's super.
Yeah, we got a lot going on here, but let's get out of the road because I don't want to.
There's two apartments, if you know where that is, right across the street.
Man, let's get out of the roadway. So all this happened because kids were shooting BB guns at you.
And I saw some kids shooting at my at my tire. And I yelled out the window. I said, "Excuse me, you guys, that's my car. What are you doing?" And I ran out there to go get them. Didn't get a chance to wash my hands or anything. And then I noticed the tire was like peeling off. And the tire fell off.
So is the tire still back at the parking lot of the building, or where's the tire?
The tire fell off somewhere over there. You guys, are you trying to search me or something?
No, because you have blood, I'm just gonna put gloves on. You see this? This is blood.
No, it's not. It was deer meat.
Deer meat?
A whole bag of ravioli and groceries over here.
Let me see your hand for a second. Can you just show your hand to me? How about the other side?
It's just dirty.
Okay.
It smells like death in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my God, look up in there. Okay, this is like, did you look up? So what happened in this corner here?
Sure. So I had bags of groceries there. I had some deer meat. I had some ravioli cans. I had some veggies, and those people broke my window, so I had to throw all my groceries away.
Let's start 06 and just, yeah.
What's up?
So nobody else was in here today with you, right?
No.
Nobody.
No.
Okay.
Why? What's up?
Well, we're trying to figure it out. There's a lot going on here. That's a lot of blood.
As officers continued speaking with her, new concerns emerged. Blood was visible on her hands, smeared across surfaces inside the car. When questioned, Julissa insisted it was from meat she had been transporting as groceries, claiming she had thrown it away after glass contamination. Her answers were circular, inconsistent, and increasingly strained. Each time the conversation drifted toward the trunk, her agitation noticeably escalated.
What do you have in your trunk?
Nothing.
Nothing in the trunk at all?
Nothing.
there's no deer meat or anything in the trunk?
No, sir.
Does anybody else drive your car, or just you?
Just me. I understand you want to be good at your job, but I also think it would be really beneficial to just give me a ticket and let me go.
Well, we got one coming here that's in charge of it all, and then he can tell us what we're doing.
Is he here? I'm cold and crabby. Please let me go.
We get it, and we appreciate your patience with us. I know there's a lot going on here.
Well, yeah, I mean, what's going to happen? Like, I just want to, you guys let me go.
I know.
It'd be nice if I didn't even have to get a ticket.
At first, officers allowed Julissa to leave the scene with a courtesy ride while the vehicle remained detained. But something didn't sit right. A supervising officer returned to conduct a more thorough inspection. The damage, the blood, the implausible explanations. One question kept resurfacing, quietly but persistently. What was in the trunk? After careful consideration, officers made the decision to open it.
Here's your thoughts on one thing. We have not checked the trunk, and I have this terrible feeling about the trunk, and I've had it the whole time. I don't know if we can peek or if we want to leave it alone or knock and say, hey, anyone in there? Whoa.
That might be the deer meat that she took out of the car to put in the trunk.
Watch yourself. We don't know if it's loaded or not.
What is this? Is it an ant? It looks like a kid's leg. Okay. Oh,
Hey. Need as many body cams up here as we can here. Let's get some body cams up.
we had to safety check this thing.
This blanket. Watch out, there's a shotgun there.
There's a shotgun right aimed at you.
There's way too much blanket.
Alright,
Let's cover it. Yep.
Inside, beneath a blanket, was the body of a child. His head was missing. The discovery was immediate and devastating. Officers secured the scene and moved quickly to locate Jaleesa. What had started as a traffic stop had now become a homicide investigation, one involving a parent and her own child.
Let's go grab her.
Yeah,
We'll get her right now.
baby condos.
She ran in there, by the way. She booked it when she got out.
Okay, so we get there. She ran in her apartment. She's not going to come to the door.
We're gonna have to.
We're just going to boot it.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Police, come to the door! Police, come to the door! Open the door, we'll kick it down! Open the door! Take it. Police, come to the door!
Check that right there. Check it.
I got the door here.
Police. Check that one. Police department.
Watch that one. I'll cover this one. Don't with your hands up! Announce yourself! Police, announce yourself!
A rapid search followed. When officers went to Jaleesa's apartment, they found she had already fled. Inside, a washing machine was still running, churning blood-stained clothing. Surveillance footage showed Jaleesa leaving the apartment minutes earlier, with a man later identified as her boyfriend, Rob. While one group traced their movements, others followed up on Jaleesa's earlier claims about where she'd been. Near a Shell gas station, witnesses reported seeing her discard multiple items into dumpsters. What investigators recovered was deeply disturbing: a child's booster seat torn apart by a shotgun blast, a backpack containing bone fragments, and schoolwork belonging to a 6-year-old boy named Eli Hart. Surveillance footage from the apartment complex showed Jaleesa placing Eli into the back seat of her car earlier that same day. It was the last known image of him alive. Jaleesa and Rob were located walking nearby and taken into custody without incident.
Get your hands up! Hands up! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! On the ground! Lay on the ground! Hey, you go to the right! You take him!
Wait, don't move! Don't even touch the door! Go on, double laugh. I haven't got sort of search yet.
What am I under arrest? Do you have anything on me?
Okay, well, here. My way here.
Why'd you arrest my boyfriend?
We'll talk here.
Okay.
What the f*** is going on? We'll explain to you at the police department.
Well, no, what the f*** is going on? Seriously.
You'll be explained to it at the police department. You're being detained right now.
For what?
Put him in there for now.
For what? They ain't just walk down the streets all noon.
During interrogation, Jaleesa refused to confront what police had found. Her explanations shifted constantly, suggesting unknown attackers, claiming she'd been assaulted, blaming her ex-husband, introducing new versions only when earlier ones collapsed. But investigators already had what they needed: phone data, surveillance timelines, forensic evidence, and records showing she had recently purchased shotgun ammunition. Each piece pointed to the same conclusion. Eventually, they confronted her directly. The child in the trunk was her son.
Well, can you tell me what it was? Then maybe I'll know why I'm here.
There's a dead body in the trunk of that car. A dead juvenile body.
Really? Who was it?
That's what I can't answer right now. That's why I'm here talking to you right now.
The reason why we don't know who it was is because the head was missing.
What? In my car?
Further investigation revealed that Eli had been killed inside the vehicle, likely while still secured in his booster seat. Ballistics and location data supported that conclusion. Prosecutors later disclosed another devastating detail. Eli was prelingually deaf, unable to hear or call for help in his final moments. As the case unfolded, it exposed a broader failure beyond the crime itself. Social services had received multiple reports warning of Julisa's instability, substance abuse, and violent behavior. Custody disputes and red flags had been documented. Yet despite those concerns, Eli had been returned to her care just days before his death. In February 2023, after less than 2 hours of jury deliberation, Julissa Thaler was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. She maintained her innocence to the end. The evidence did not. Eli's father later received a wrongful death settlement exceeding $2 million. But no verdict, no sentence, and no compensation could undo what was lost, or erase the systemic failures that allowed warning signs to be ignored until it was far too late. This case remains a stark reminder of how easily unimaginable violence can.
So we're back. So yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody saw what I saw. The way this whole thing went down was a travesty. I mean, they missed everything. Like police, I don't know if it was too nice or just, I don't know what it was. They just didn't know what they were doing as far as the investigation. Let's start with the elephant in the room, first of all. They stopped this woman because she had a shattered glass in her back window, has no tire on the patch on the driver's side. I mean, the tire was totally gone. Okay? She had blood on her hands. Right? Then they looked in the car and found blood in the back seat of the car. Found there was a child's seat back there. Then they looked up. They said, if you pay attention, the officer said, look up. And he looked up. There was blood on the top. You tell me what's going on here. Okay? Now, I hate to use the race card and all of this, but she was obviously white. If she had been black, she would have already been in handcuffs. Off the jiff, because there's blood everywhere. Don't you know they let that woman leave? They let her leave the scene. Are you serious? Who lets a person leave the scene? They let her leave. Why did they let her leave? All right? There's broken glass, there's blood, and you left the scene. Why would you let her leave the scene? Again, had she been black, she would have been in handcuffs behind in the car, in the squad car, under investigation. Did I miss something here? Did I miss something? Come on, like, what do you think about this situation? Really, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, okay? Now, then they go and said, look, we want to check the trunk, but, we don't know, what we need to do, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, if you know the law, they need to have permission to check the trunk or get it, some type of warrant to go look into the trunk or paperwork, basically. For whatever reason, they decide to look in the trunk. And what they find in that trunk told me everything I needed to know and everything they needed to know. She said to them, it's nothing but deer meat. It's deer meat. Okay. They go, they open the trunk up, and lo and behold, they're like, what is that? What is that? It looks like, what is that? It looks like a child's leg. And they go to further investigate and truly come to find out it was a child. And guess what? The child's head was missing. It's gone. Now they're like, wait a minute, where's she at? We need to go find her. Y'all stupid. Let's just stop it right here. Why would you let her leave the scene, period? I had to pause for that for a little bit because I was a little taken back. Because this whole situation, I don't even know where this is at, to be quite honest with you. Maybe you could look, check out the license plate or what. I have no idea where this is taking place. Okay? But this right here is a straight travesty. Okay? And what we come to learn is this is her son. And by the way, he had a deficiency. I think he was deaf, and he couldn't speak for himself. So he couldn't even yell out or do anything to protect himself, or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So, our hearts go out to this little boy. Saying if we can, please say a prayer for him. But this is ridiculous, yo. You know what I'm saying? This is really ridiculous. You know what I mean? And I blame a couple of people. I blame the parents. I blame her, definitely. I blame the police for sabotaging and not securing the situation from Jump Street. You let her leave the scene? I don't care what she got going on. She had no tire on the car. She had a broken window. She had blood on her hands, blood in the car, and you let her leave the scene. All you officers should be fired. Just for that, period. Just for that. And then y'all make a rash haste. Well, we need to go find her. Y'all go break down her door and look for her and all this case. Now you searching for her. You find her. She told me, what's going on? What's up? Get her in the interrogation room. And then she's playing with them. Like, basically, what's going on? You found what in my trunk? What did you find? Oh, really? Like, she had no concern whatsoever. Then to find out, she knew it was her son. She knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? But she had no remorse whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? And this sort of thing here really irks me as a human being. No remorse. This is a little baby. This is a kid. They said I think it was like 6 or 7 years of age. But they had no remorse, man. But, in the end, she got prison time. Things like that. Then it said that the husband of the child got a check of $2 million of wrongful death. I mean, who's paying him this? You know what I'm saying? How do you get a wrongful death for $2 million? Maybe because the cops botched this whole thing up. That's what I'm assuming. You know what I'm saying? But give me your thoughts on that. All right? But yeah, I just wanted to just clarify certain things with this, this situation. Like, this is a crazy situation. Yes, it happened for real. This is a true story. And believe me, it happens more often than you think. Okay? I often tell people, if you could think about the craziest thing that's happening in this world, it's happening right now as we speak. It's crazy. It's just that crazy. But anyway, please, if you can, please like, subscribe, comment. All right. I want to hear your thoughts on this. And as always, until next time, I'm your host, Casino Black. This is the Casino Black Show. Until next time, peace and salutation.